CDS View Extractors are the future of SAP data extraction, and SAP is pushing everyone toward this approach. And the reason is they are up to 10 times faster and more flexible than classic extractors. You are going to learn this important skill in the next 10 minutes. So, hello learners, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I will take you step by step through creating a complete CDS extractor from scratch. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to create your own custom CDS extractor for any business requirement. This is a hands-on tutorial, so if you have access to your SAP system, follow along. So let's get started.
So open HANA Studio and log into your S4 system. Then go to your package where you want to create your CDS view. So I'm opening my package, which is ZCDS. Then right click on this core data services and create new data definition and give any name and description here. Now here you will see many templates. So here we need to select this define view template, which is simple one. So click on that and then click on finish. So first we need to provide this SQL view name. So I'm giving here ZCDS maybe AP. And here you need to provide your data source table name. So I'm going to create this CDS view on BBAP table. So I'm writing BBAP.
Now, if you want, you can join this with other tables as well, like joining with VBAK table. So for that, you need to write first this join type, then that join table name, then we need to give the condition. Like here, you can join BBAP and BBAK table with BBLN field because both fields present in both tables. Since I'm creating a simple CDS view, so I just keep only one table. So I'm removing these lines. Now let's add fields. So for that, inside this curly braces, press Ctrl plus space key. Then you will get the list of available fields from the table. Now you can select all the fields or the only required fields. So I have selected all. So we have created the CDS view. Now I will enable it for extraction. So for that, we need to add few annotation. So right here at the rate analytics, now you can see a list of annotations starting with analytics. So from here we need basically two annotation. So first one is this analytics.data category. So I'm selecting this. Here I'm writing has fact. So this annotation basically tells what type of data we are extracting. So since we are using VBAP, which is transactional data, so I added fact So if you are creating your CDS view on master data, then you can write dimension instead of fact. Now let's another annotation, which is at the rate analytics dot data extraction. So click on it, then write dot enabled colon true. So now our CDS view is ready for extraction also. So let's save it and activate. So now it is activated. Now let's preview the data. So right click on the CDS view and click on this open with and then data preview. So now we can see our data and it is looking good. Every columns are populating. So our CDS view is now created. So now we will move to creating our data source on top of this CDS view. So for that, give this name, SQL view name. We need this for creating data source on top of this CDS view.
So now I have logged into my BW system. So go to data sources, then ABAP CDS view, and then on your system name, like my source system is D41. So right click here, new data source. Next,
Click next again. Now here you need to search for your CDS view name. So here you need to search by SQL view name that we have copied. So ZCDS BBAP. So this is my CDS view. So here we can provide any name and description of the data source. So let's provide any name and click on finish. Now our data source is created. Now go to extraction tab. Now since we have created our CDS view without providing any delta mechanism, so here we can see no delta, only full. So only full load is allowed by default. However, there is an option to set up a delta mechanism which is managed by SAP BW for HANA. So as you can see, it is override delta without deletion. That means it will not track the deleted record. Now we need to select delta properties. So click on this delta properties. Here we have to select generic delta. In generic delta, we can give our date as we have date fields in our table. So in the delta field, we can select this AD80 last changed on date so that our delta works on this date field. Okay, now we have created our data source. So let's activate it. Now I will create one ADSO and loads the data from this data source into that ADSO. So now I have created the ADSO. Now let's create transformation and DTP. Now let me open my GUI and check whether our loads completed or not. Then go to AC38. Then execute rspm underscore manage program. Provide our ADSO name. Now we can see our data loads completed successfully. Let's activate it. Now activated. Now let's see the data. Let's check number of entries. 386. Now let's display the data. So finally we have loaded the data from our custom CDS based extractor. That's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.